Team of the season, player of the season, all of that stuff is coming out. Declan Rice nominated for Premier League player of the season. Now, if I take away my Arsenal bias, and you know me, I'm very honest, I'm not even sure. Listen, how shall I word this? I'm surprised that Declan Rice has been nominated for this. I'll be real. I think since January he's been fantastic. I think in the first half of the season he was average. I'll be totally honest. We were all talking, is he a six? Is he an attacking midfielder? Is he a box-to-box? I think until Christmas, Declan Rice form was very questionable. I have to say, I have no idea how Gabriel is not in this nomination. Not Gabriel, sorry, McAllister. I've no idea how Alexis McAllister is not in this nomination because I think he's been unbelievable. Rice has ended up putting in good numbers, and I think the Real Madrid home and away has definitely got him in this nomination. I think Salah will win it just because of the numbers, the assists, and the goals are through the roof. But I think Declan Rice is very lucky to be there. I think if Gabriel had stayed fit, he would have been in there as well. So just for those of you who are listening in and not tuned in on the screen, Gibbs White, Gravenberch, Isak Mbuemo, Declan Rice, Mo Salah, Van Dijk and Chris Wood nominated for Premier League Player of the Season. Listen, I love to see Arsenal players in there, but I just don't think Rice over the course of the whole season has justified being nominated Player of the Season. English tax, Ross, man, I told you, bro. That tax counts a lot. I think Mbuemo, 18 goals playing for Brentford, is unreal. Chris Wood, 20 league goals playing for Nottingham Forest. Unbelievable. I reckon it'll be Salah. Maybe Van Dijk, but I reckon Salah will probably get it. And then in terms of Young Player of the Season, and I couldn't believe this. I mean, I don't know what the age bracket is. So when I seen Saliba in this, I was like, Saliba. Like, I don't know what the age bracket is, but he's made it in there. Young Player of the Season nomination, Liam Delap, Anthony Elanga, Ryan Gravenberch, Dean Huijsen on his way to Real Madrid. Cole Palmer, who's been missing for about 15 games, didn't he go, without scoring. João Pedro, Morgan Rogers, and William Saliba. Again, for me, that is Gravenberch or Morgan Rogers, for me, are the two that win this. I think Morgan Rogers this season has been outstanding. And Gravenberch in a new role, he saved Liverpool probably 60, 70 million. So for me, this got to be Rogers or Gravenberch. Foden's gone missing, man. Are we talking about the worst Premier League Player of the Year defence the year after? It's a bit crazy. People say no, Lewis Skelly. Yeah, do you know what? The only reason maybe, and I don't know how many games this went on for, but remember Skelly wasn't playing at the start of the season. You know, we were playing Timber at left back and Ben White at right back. I can't remember exactly when Lewis Skelly got in the Arsenal team, but he certainly didn't start the season at left back. But I think he should have got nominated. I think Cole Palmer's been very poor second half of the season. He'll get there eventually. I'd probably go Morgan Rogers if I had to narrow it down to one. I think he's been outstanding this season for Villa. Skelly's played 28 games, so he's done a lot. It'll be interesting who they nominate. That'll be for sure. Jan said, how can you get the likes of Ben Jacobs on the show and ask him about the rumours? Great show, though. I thought there is bigger interest in Rodrigo. I only really asked him about the names that we've been heavily linked with, you know. He just sort of told me that off camera. I asked a few more, but he didn't tell me anything that he didn't say on the show, really. Big up, Jan. Faisal said, Gyökeres or Sesko? No, we're allowing the club to not even push for Isak. Says it all. I don't care if we overpay. Arsenal fans that have overpaid for decades. I hear you on that, but if the price is 150 and Newcastle aren't budging from that, and even he said if they get Champions League football, I don't think there'll be any negotiation. Number one, is Isak worth 150 million? And number two, would Arsenal pay that? Would anybody pay that for him? I don't think they would. So I'm with you that, yeah, if Isak's available at 100 mil or 110 mil, they should be getting him. They paid 105 for Rice, who's a 6. But I think 150, I just don't think anybody would pay that for Isak, to be honest. Lawrence says, genuinely would prefer Rodgers than Rodrigo. He'd be unbelievable for us. I am a big fan of him. But I think probably next year maybe clubs could start moving. He's got so long on his contract. I think a lot will depend on if Villa make the Champions League or not as well.